Don't stress, just put it to the test. Leave the best, cause you're riding with the best. This right here is proven for success. So Rule 3.
Welcome to the Rule 3, the Breakdown Edition.
There's nothing you can do, so just rule 3. System will make you feel brand new. Your dreams must inspire you. So let's do Rule 3, Rule 3, Rule 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rule of 3, the Breakdown Edition. As always, I'm your host, I'm Jeff. I'm joined by my good friend, Big Shot.
What's happening?
And, of course, the great host of all BSS Carolinas, Rocky.
Man, that's finally a good introduction you do for me. I appreciate
Well,
it.
I figure since we've been ripping you for like the past 45 minutes,
It's been rough.
I know it's been hard for you.
It's rough, you know.
We're mad over here. His team rolling over teams, and we struggling.
Struggling hard.
Having the number one hated person in America on your team.
Oh, don't bring that up. We're going to get us started again. Greg Hardy is the most hated man. Now, granted, he was a
Michael
Cowboy.
Vick is the most hated NFL
not
player.
anymore.
No.
Is
Not
it Greg
anymore.
Hardy now?
No,
It's Ray Rice.
they re-voted. It's who did they say? Oh,
Colin
I'm looking-
Kaepernick.
Yes,
that's
Colin
who the number
Kaepernick.
one
That's
hated
who
person
number
is.
one. Tom Brady's like number 2.
That's because I hate Tom Brady.
Everybody hates Tom Brady.
I hate Tom Brady. So good. Beautiful wife. Just kills me.
3-0, his team rolling. He on the back of a speedboat, sunbathing, not worried about his job being taken. Like, I'm coming back.
He's 3-1.
There's no controversy at all.
3-1. They did get smoked by Buffalo.
They did. They got blanked yesterday by the Bills.
But you know what? Rex Ryan does it every year. He does it once.
They find a way to beat New England. New England always finds a way to lose games they shouldn't lose. But they went in. They weren't even sure if Jacoby was even going to play.
I don't know.
Well, they'll be back this week, so we'll see.
All right, Rock, what do we got on tap?
Well, today on this show, we got Major League Baseball we'll talk about in a few minutes.
I was not informed of that.
Okay. Well, don't worry. Not long, all right? It's me and Big Shot will talk about it. College football Week 5 review.
We could play a game. We could see if I can guess every team that made the playoffs because I don't think I can do it.
I don't think you could. Week 6 preview, and then the last part of the show, we'll do a true or false. But first.
Hold on. Let me try to do this playoff thing real quick.
All
right. The NL is the Cubs, the Giants, and the Dodgers. The Nationals.
Yeah, don't forget your team.
I'm missing one. Who's in the wild card with the Giants?
You know who it is. You know what it is. It's amazing.
It's the other New York team.
Oh, the Mets. I would never got that. And then in the AL, the Red Sox. Did the Blue Jays make it?
Yep. Pretty much the AL playoffs are one division.
That's all I got in the AL.
Of course, we have the O's.
The Orioles.
We have the Rangers.
Let's go
and we
through-
have the Windians.
Let's go through it
Oh,
real
the
fast.
Indians. That's right.
Yeah.
My
O's-
wife went to high school with one of their players.
The O's are playing at Toronto Tuesday night in the first
Nice.
wild card game. And then Wednesday night, what?
Y'all realize I couldn't name the Indians, and on Thursday's show I said they were going to win the World Series.
Yeah, I know. And then Wednesday
Whoops.
night, we've got the Giants against the Mets. You got Bumgarner against Syndergaard.
That should be a nice.
So that should be
nice.
a matching. That should be a pitching. matchup.
Bumgarner's postseason
So-
ERA is .60.
Right here in Queen City.
Scott, I am pulling for your Mets to win because I don't want to see Giants in the playoffs.
Nobody wants to see Madison Bumgarner go out and pitch 3 times against them.
No.
Jeez.
But I can't imagine the series between the Dodgers and
That-
Giants.
there's gonna be
in
some
the
ejections.
NLCS.
There's gonna be some
because
fights.
the way it ended with Madison Bumgarner and
Yasiel Puig.
Puig wearing that shirt that said "Don't look at me," it's gonna be hated. I kind of want to see that now. I think about it, but we'll see. But that's in the NL. You got or AL. Then or the rest of the AL. You got the Indians playing against.
The Windians play. They played
You got
the Rangers get the wild card winner.
Right.
The
Rangers are the 1 seed.
The Indians play the
Red Sox.
The Red Sox, yeah.
So you got Indians and Red Sox. Indians are missing their number 2 and 3 starters.
Ouch.
So the only thing they got Kluber, and then they're 4 and 5, of course. So I look for them to go out.
And I feel like Big Papi is the sentimental favorite. Like, people that don't even watch baseball, don't care about baseball, are going to be rooting for the Red Sox because they want to see Big Papi Ortiz win one more before he rides off into the sunset. Just like for Peyton Manning last year.
Absolutely. And then in the NL, you have the Cubs play the winner of the wild card game between the Mets and Giants. Then you have the Dodgers and the Nats playing. That series starts Friday, 8 o'clock Friday night. And then Saturday is Game 2. I will be at Game 2 because I'm going to D.C. for Game 2. It's at 4 o'clock. What?
Can the Cubs overcome all the pressure of them being the favorite to win the World Series and actually break this curse? Because there is a lot of pressure on them.
If there's one team that could do it, I think it's the Cubs this year because Theo's been through it.
He's been through it. This franchise hasn't been through it.
I think the problem is I don't see – the difference is the Red Sox had those pitchers that would be like, Kirk Schilling – those,
John Lester.
John Lester, yeah, he was there, but he could.
Tim Wakefield, they had
I don't
different
know.
pitchers.
Jake Arrieta's struggled.
He has.
Kendricks is pitched really good this year. Jason Hamels pitched good this year, probably a Cy Young winner, and I don't know. I don't know if they can do it. If they play the Giants, I don't think they do.
Like Jake
they play the Mets, I think they do.
Jake Arrieta was awesome, and then that story came out. He's taking performance-enhancing drugs. And he's been a piece of crap the rest of the way. And this was, May, June when that story first started coming out? Like, look at him before he last season, what he was doing. He's got to be taking some kind of performance-enhancing drug. Maybe he was. And he figured they were going to start testing for him, so he had to leave it alone.
But I think no matter who comes out of that side, I don't think they get past the Dodgers anyway. That's just my gut this year. Because we've won 91 games without the best pitcher in baseball most of the season. So we'll see.
And staying with the San Francisco theme, Barry Bonds just got fired by the Miami Marlins as their batter. He got fired. Wow. He's out.
Wow. Okay. Well, there you go. Anyway, that's our baseball talk.
So you still got the Dodgers winning it all, winning the pennant.
I'm sticking with my team. I think this is the year you want to change yours. I think.
I'm sticking with San Francisco. I picked them to start the season.
I think it's going to be Dodgers, Red Sox in the World Series. So.
What did I say? I said Cubs, Indians.
Cubs and Indians.
I said Cubs win.
You might want to change the Indians because they. No, you stick with them. They got good enough offense, but they also lost Michael Brantley, who was huge.
Yeah, I did hear they just lost a bunch of pitchers.
Yeah.
All right. Official pick: Cubs. And the Red Sox.
All right. Can you imagine if the Cubs lose, people are going to be mad at the other team for beating the Cubs because people want to see the Cubs in that.
And some of us who are cynics like myself love seeing the curse continue. Don't let them break the curse.
No.
The goat curse. Let goats into your facility and watch the games next time.
All right. Well, anyway, there's our baseball talk for this week.
Riveting.
We'll revisit it in a couple weeks.
Riveting for me.
Yeah,
a lot of good input from your boy here.
We'll probably have some AL, NL, MVP, who we think on Thursday's show.
Yeah, we'll talk about
Cy Young winners, stuff like that.
College football week 5 in review real
Here
fast.
we go.
Number 5, Clemson beat number 3, Louisville, 42-36.
Way to go, Big
Let
Shot.
me say this was I'm not going to give them credit yet. It was a good game. It was a very good game. Louisville should have won this game with that last play. The wide receiver, why he didn't stay in bounds and fight for that other yard, he would have got that first down if he would just, I don't know.
First down stops the clock, too. You're not worried about time.
Then you have a chance, at least 2 shots to the end zone.
You get to run up, spike it, set up a really good play, and have a good backup for right after that.
But if he'd have picked up a first down, then it's Lamar Jackson time. Put it in his hands, let him get to the corner and run to the pylon.
But you give him a chance to make 2 more plays and try to do something. But anyway, Clemson beat Louisville 42-36. Anything you want to add? Or y'all said nothing
First
about
of all, why in the world do you throw on 4th down? Do you throw the ball below the first down line? I don't even
Yeah,
understand
I
that
hate that.
concept. That is the most annoying thing I've ever seen in any football aspect. If it's 3rd and 15, unless you're on the 1 and you're just trying to like get some room for your punter, don't throw it to the 7. It don't make any sense.
And hope old boy can run for the additional 6 yards that you need.
That happened in an NFL game yesterday, too.
It happens too
San
often.
Diego had a 4th and long, and they threw it short, but it was 4th and 20 or something like that.
Well, they did that once before with Darren Sproles, and he broke like 9 tackles.
Yeah. Well, they ain't got Darren Sproles anymore. But, no, it does happen way too often. The next game, real fast, number 10, Washington beat number 7, Stanford, 44-6.
Called that.
McCaffrey, go ahead and mail in that Heisman Trophy
Didn't even
vote.
have 100 yards receiving and rushing together.
That was
That was a tough game.
Say, and Washington's got a tough game coming up this week. They got at Oregon. They were number 5. They still on the
Like
road.
the Pac-12
Oregon
and the
is
Big 12 are
bad.
out.
Oregon is having maybe their worst season in 10 years.
Yeah, they are.
I don't know.
But still playing on the road at Oregon.
It coincides
Yeah.
with Chip Kelly. He's having another rotten season as an NFL head coach.
Chip Kelly could just move about 200 miles north and go back to Oregon.
Go back to Oregon. They would love to have him back.
Then, of course, Jeffrey's exciting moment. The weekend, Tennessee wins on a Hail Mary over Georgia. He's excited.
Keeping it alive, running with that Tennessee.
And I was set to give the Tennessee defense a dummy award this week for giving up a 50-yard bomb when your only job was to not let anyone get behind you to catch a touchdown, and you let someone get behind you and catch a touchdown. Joshua Dobbs not only saved his team, he saved the defensive coordinator's job. Defensive coordinator, you owe that man a steak, a car, something.
Don't actually buy it for him, though, because he will
Yeah.
get in trouble for that. Stupid NCAA.
But you owe that man because he saved your damn job because you was getting fired this morning if Georgia would end up winning because of that bull crap play.
The surprise for me this weekend would have to be Texas losing to Oklahoma State.
I mean, they didn't lose, too. They got slaughtered. I mean, they couldn't stop Oklahoma State.
I watched this game, and watching their defense, I'm just like, dude, what are y'all doing? I mean, seriously, they didn't stop anything. It's no pressure, nothing.
Couldn't even kick an extra point.
That goes back to last
Say
season.
that for dummies. Remind me.
All right.
I meant to add that one for dummies of the
I got
week
you.
there because that was horrible. Let's go into dummies.
Just do it now.
Who's there? It's the Joseph Randall, BSS Carolinas Dummy of the Week. All right. You know, why you brought that up, I got to go and talk about that real fast. Texas had 3 extra points blocked in the first half. Not even halftime. How does this guy keep his job as a special teams coach? It kills me. But they fired the defensive they demoted the defensive coordinator after the game.
They needed to demote somebody because they aren't playing any defense.
Then there was a blocked field goal for Texas. 4 blocks in one game.
They're not playing any defense. Their special teams is awful.
I mean,
their offense is predictable. When 18 comes in the game, you know he's not throwing the damn football, so you could just put everybody at the line of scrimmage. And
I still don't think I've seen him throw more than 2 passes all year.
I haven't seen him throw once this season. I mean, I don't watch Texas games like that because I could care less if Texas wins or lose. But every time I tune in and he's on the field, he doesn't throw the football.
You know where the ball is going.
He's either jet sweeping right or jet sweeping left, or he trying to run up the middle.
Do you have another dummy?
I got one.
Go right now.
Look, I'm gonna give a dummy to a guy who is a smart man and he works really hard and he's one of the best defensive coordinators. But Sean McDermott, you are a dummy of the week. How do you not double or even triple cover Julio Jones? How do you not come up with anything to stop the best? I won't say he's the best. I'd say he's like
He's the best.
third. No,
He is the absolute.
Antonio
I would-
Brown is the best. I'd take Antonio Brown all day. Every day.
I don't know.
I don't
Julio's
know.
bigger. He's
Yeah, I'll take
faster.
Julio.
And he doesn't have a ton
See,
of weapons around him.
I-
And he plays with Big Ben
I think
Roethlisberger.
Antonio Brown can make people miss, and I'll take that.
No,
all day.
he
Anyway.
can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sean McDermott, you're a dummy. Dummy. Make an adjustment. Do something. How do you come into the game against one of the best wide receivers and you're like, hey, you know what, Bené Benwickery?
Go get
You're going to go single coverage against this guy. And Bené Benwickery, you're a dummy for agreeing to it. Instead of just being like, hey, man, maybe we just put a safety behind me, maybe get a linebacker to chip on or something.
Or run at full speed. Don't let him run by you and you continue to jog.
I think he was running at full speed.
When does the head coach, Ron Rivera, who was a defensive coordinator, go to his DC and say, hey, dude, let's make an adjustment?
And
when
Ron,
does he do that?
You're a defensive
That's what I'm
guy.
saying. When does he go to that guy and say, hey?
They probably did that this morning.
You don't
Before
wait
the
till
press
this
conference.
morning, though. Do it at halftime. The dude had 200 yards receiving at half.
I mean, the
It was
Panthers,
only 177.
he had 100 in the first quarter. He was killing them. But, I mean, they've had games like this. You know, the Green Bay game last year, they gave up damn near 40. The New Orleans game, after the Cowboys, they gave up damn near 40. They give up points some weeks. And Josh Norman was on the field for these games. The New York Football Giant game, they gave up 35 when they were killing them.
But the thing with Josh Norman, they wouldn't even throw to his side when he was playing. That at least you didn't have to worry one side of the
He
field.
wouldn't have been chasing Julio around. Julio would have just lined up on the other side.
No.
Like they do for him in Washington right now.
So anyway,
Don't throw it that way.
do you have any other dummies? You got a dummy?
I was going to give it to Sean McDermott, too, because he sucks.
Or you can give him another one.
But I'm
You
going to
can
give it to
double
Georgia's defense.
He's the extra dummy of the week.
Georgia's defense, all they had to do was stop the Hail Mary. They had 7 red shirts around number 15. They let 15 get in front of all of them, jump up, snatch the ball out the air, and left the Georgia fans like this. What the hell kind of defense were you doing? Their only job was to not let somebody catch a Hail Mary on you, and you let them catch a Hail Mary on you. What the hell is wrong with y'all?
I mean, you literally seen that ball coming from 50 yards out. You couldn't make an adjustment.
Couldn't make nothing? Yeah, so that was dumb. That was real dumb.
I'm going to go with Eagles linebacker or Eagles defensive player Nigel Bradham arrested Sunday on concealed weapons charge, second arrest of this year.
Idiot.
He was in an airport where he had a gun, right?
Why you got a gun at the airport? That's fair time.
Come on, Cat Williams.
Right?
Y'all got any other ones? That was it.
That was it, man.
Nah.
All right, one more I got to say, Terrence Williams. Terrence Williams, you had a contract year. And you can't find a sideline. You can't find where you need to step
Maybe
out.
he needs some spectacles.
Wait,
I don't
contacts.
understand.
He did it again?
Yeah, going to halftime, he caught the ball. We needed the clock to be stopped. We still had 2 timeouts, so thankfully. He chose to dove in the middle of the field instead of running out at the first down marker. I'm like, Terrence, come on, man. You're right there. Anyway.
He doesn't believe in going out of bounds, man. He wants to stay in
Obviously,
bounds
don't.
and fight for every yard.
Learn from your mistakes, son.
All right.
Oh, and Cam Newton, we got to give you one because last year against New Orleans, you slowed up. You got popped by the linebacker. You damn near had a concussion. You said you won't going to do that crap anymore. Yesterday on the 2-point conversion, you're going in the end zone. You slow up. You get popped, and now you're in the concussion protocol, and we don't even know if you're going to play next Monday night. Just make the simple plays. You can showboat after you score.
I'm going to go piggyback on that for a second. Cam Newton, stop it. In the first drive of the game, you get a first down, you stand up and do the first down thing right in front of Dion, who hit you later. Dude, what are you doing? Score a touchdown. Be brash all you want. Score a touchdown and do that. Why you got to do it on the first when you get a first down? Because the defense already hating you. I mean, they were coming.
He's the most hated quarterback in
There's
the
a
league.
reason because of that crap, and then you get beat. Anyway, we spent time on the Panthers. I ain't gonna do that anymore. Week 6 preview of college football. Friday night, you got number 3 Clemson at Boston College. Any chance?
Give me BC.
Yeah. Give you BC, really?
If I give you 50 points, they might can win.
No, give me BC if Matt Ryan and Andre Williams get to come back.
And Luke Kuechly can come play middle linebacker again.
Yeah, well, if you get those 3, give me that. Other than that, nah.
Then we got Texas at Oklahoma, number 20 Oklahoma.
Red River rivalry. Well, Charlie Strong is looking to save his job. He needs to beat Oklahoma.
Charlie
in
Strong,
Oklahoma.
it's been nice knowing you. Oklahoma's going to beat you, and you are going to get fired. Maybe not
He's going to
Right.
get fired right after the damn game
No,
if they
he'll
lose.
probably make it to the end of the year.
Come on,
Hey,
really?
Save that because I got a question.
Okay.
I want you to say. Then we got Notre Dame at NC State on Saturday as well.
I'm sorry,
No,
bro.
NC State's getting clobbered. Don't worry, I know.
Duke beat Notre Dame.
We
And
ain't,
NC State looked good this weekend.
we ain't beating Notre Dame.
Although
Ain't
NC State did lose to ECU.
Yeah, true.
happening.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're getting clobbered.
Deshaun Kaiser. Deshaun Kaiser, man. Deshaun Kaiser, he's going
He
to
had
score
40
enough
yards.
points.
He had 40
He's going to
yards
score
this
enough
weekend.
points to beat NC State this
Yeah.
weekend.
Give me Notre Dame.
All right. The next one I am going to go with LSU at Florida this weekend is also.
Oh, that's a big game.
Yeah.
That's a tough game to pick, but I'm going to take LSU. They beat them last year. I think they can beat them again, but I wouldn't be surprised if Florida wins the game.
I would like to see LSU win because that would give Tennessee a little bit of cushion in the East with Florida losing again. But Jack Del Rio or Luke Del Rio, is it Luke? Luke
It
Del
is Luke.
Rio. He looks pretty good. I'm gonna probably go with the Gators. Oh, I hate saying that.
I know you do. Gators win. And then probably the big ACC game definitely this weekend, number 25 Virginia Tech at number 17 UNC. Virginia Tech's number 25.
No, give me UNC, but you're missing one.
What?
How about number 23 Florida State versus number 10 in the country,
I
Miami?
haven't got that far down yet.
You said the last one.
Oh, okay. Well, I
You said
haven't got
last
there yet.
one. My bad.
I haven't got there. My
I
fault.
don't want to skip over Houston and Navy. The midshipmen. They've
What?
been playing good football the past couple of
Houston's
years.
going to beat them by
You got
30
They
Navy?
points.
should win, but
You got Navy beating
I'm not
Houston?
going to take Navy, but it's an important game.
What's the point spread? Then I'd bet. Are we doing betting lines? Because that could be something to play into.
I don't even know what the point spread is.
I don't either. I don't care, really. I don't. Anyways,
All right. Anyway,
give me UNC.
all right,
I'll take
UNC,
Vatech.
Yeah,
Really?
I'll go Vatech as well.
Carolina's pitiful defense scares the crap out of me, man.
Number 9 Tennessee at number 8 Texas A&M.
Give me the Vols.
He's been on the balls all year, man. I like Joshua Dobbs, man, but I got to take college at A&M at College Station, man. That home field is
Yeah.
something else.
I'm going A&M because
You saw what
they're
they
on the
did to
road.
Alabama a few years ago. That was on the road with Manziel.
Tennessee has to win one of these next two games, and if it's going to be one, it's going to be against A&M.
Tennessee needs to have, if they win, please play a full game of being really good. Not a half.
Nah, this one's coming down to the nitty gritty too.
Well, no, I'm talking about they need to play really good throughout the game. They have not put together a good game yet.
It'll click.
I don't think they will this week. The next game, Alabama, number 1 at number 16 Arkansas.
This is my trap game. Give me the Razorbacks.
I was about to say the same damn thing. Give me Arkansas.
Boom.
Give me Arkansas at home this weekend against a freshman quarterback going into a tough environment to try to win at.
Alabama will lose one, and I think it will be
I think
this
it's this one.
Hmm.
They don't go undefeated.
I'll
Alabama doesn't go undefeated.
I'm going to Arkansas, man. It ain't happening. Or I'm going to go Alabama. It ain't happening. I don't see them. Arkansas, yeah, we'll see. Then I said number 5, Washington at Oregon. You don't give Oregon a chance whatsoever against
No.
Washington.
No.
Washington's going to beat them by 3 touchdowns.
Oregon don't have the track stars they
And
had a
then-
few seasons ago.
And then you got the number 23 team in the nation, the 2-loss Florida State team at number 10 Miami.
Big game from Mark Richt's official first big game. Biggest game in Brad Kaya's, I hope I said his name right,
It is
Yeah,
Kaya. Yes,
Kaya.
correct.
his young career. I think Florida State bounce backs this
Okay.
weekend, man. They don't lose to Miami.
You wouldn't think so.
I don't think they lose this weekend, man.
Do I get the last pick here?
Well, I'll go
ahead.
real fast. I'm going to say Florida State. Miami has not played anybody, literally. So I don't see them beating Florida State.
This game will go one of two ways. Miami will win, or Florida State will win by 3 touchdowns. If Florida State is angry, and if Jimbo can actually get these guys to play, because we've got nothing left to play for, the season's over. There's nothing. We're not making the ACC. It's over. It's over.
Go
for
to a
Florida.
good bowl game.
Exactly.
They
Go
don't-
Chick-fil-A.
Don't want to lose to Miami.
You're Florida State. You don't care about that. That's it right there. If they can get these kids up to play against the Miami Hurricanes, one of our most hated rivals, Florida State will beat them by 3 touchdowns. Lock of the week.
All right.
Take Florida State.
All right. Real fast, we're going to go around the table of questions real fast. Who's your favorite commentary of all time?
Marv Albert.
Marv Albert?
Oh, I love Marv Albert. That's a good one.
A spectacular move by Michael Jordan.
It can be
Most famous call ever.
It can be
One of
play-by-play. It can be color commentary.
I
whatever.
love Gruden. I love Gruden.
All right.
Okay, but for me, it's Tirico.
Right, Tirico.
Because Tirico can call anything.
Okay.
Golf, basketball, baseball. It don't matter. Although when Chris Berman was calling it in the booth, that was fun.
Yeah. Chris Berman can do those things too, man. He's pretty
But yeah, Tirico for me. I'll listen to Tirico call any sport.
See, I loved Madden back in the day when he was doing. I mean, no, earlier on, there was nothing like Madden and Summerall. But
Frank Caliendo makes me hate
Yeah.
John Madden,
Yeah.
though.
I'm going to go. I'm biased. I'm
Vin
going
Scully.
with Vin Scully.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man. There's no. Listen, I'm old enough to listen to Dodger baseball on the radio. Not a lot of people do that anymore. Listen to baseball on the radio, but I did growing up. So I'm gonna say Vin Scully, man.
I mean,
you know.
Scully's awesome. I went with Tirico just because of his versatility.
And don't forget, you want to talk about versatility? I didn't know until earlier. I'm gonna play this clip real fast. No, I'm not. I was going to. I didn't realize Vin Scully actually called the catch in San Francisco.
Yeah, he did.
I forgot about it until yesterday, and they showed the clip. So and it was down to him and Pat Summerall of who was going to be with John Madden.
And I mean,
they went with Summerall.
there's some honorable mentions that need to
there's
go
a
out
lot.
there.
Yeah,
Mike
yeah.
Breen, of course.
Al Michaels.
Exactly.
I hate Al Michaels.
You can
But
hate him, but
he does his thing.
everything.
Joe Buck.
Ugh.
No.
Nobody likes Joe Buck, but
But
he
you gotta
calls
make him,
everything. He's really good. There's just a lot out there,
You
man.
can say what you want, Dickie V. A lot of people don't like it, but you know.
but
he's- Same thing with Vern Lundquist is getting ready to retire at CBS this year too. I always like him calling it. Billy Packer back in the day. There's Woody.
for the ACC,
Yeah, for Carolina.
Carolina, yeah.
Woody.
I can't think of his name.
Yeah.
I don't listen to Carolina basketball.
I don't. But still, I try not to. But no, there's some really good ones. Who will get fired first, Gus Malzahn or Charlie Strong?
Charlie Strong.
Gus Malzahn.
I think they'll get fired at the same time.
No,
Really?
I don't.
Think
I
same
think
time?
no. I think Gus Malzahn won't make it through the season. I think Charlie Strong will get to. The
I
end
think
of the
with Malzahn beating LSU, that helped save his job at least for the season. Charlie Strong got to win this weekend. He don't win this weekend. There's a strong chance he's going
see,
to the
that's
house.
the hard thing. If they get blown out by if they get blown out by 3 touchdowns,
There's a strong chance he's going to the
yeah,
house.
there's a good chance.
Charlie not so strong in Texas anymore.
Nah.
Sorry, homie.
And I like Charlie Strong.
I like him too. He's a good
Well,
coach.
he's been there 3 years now. This will be 3.
This will
right?
be his 3rd season.
You need to give him one more. I mean, with this class he's got, that especially on offense, you need to give
They are-
Michelle and Swoops.
well,
another
Strong
year.
wasn't their first pick 3 years ago.
I know.
So
They changed the ADs too, so yeah, that didn't help.
Yeah.
I don't know who you get though. I mean, who you
Les
gonna
Miles, they can they can back the Brinks truck up for Les Miles.
Yeah, I don't know if Les Miles is gonna get a job because the offense he runs, he needs to
And they
adjust his
really-
offense.
Texas, I think, from what I've heard, the hottest name who is a coach is Jimbo.
Jimbo,
Texas,
Ty Herman's is the best out there.
yeah, Herman.
Herman, everybody's
But
talking
I
about
don't think Herman would go to Texas.
I don't either.
I don't think he would. I think he'd go to USC or LSU. I don't think he'd go to Texas.
I think he goes to Texas before he goes to LSU.
No,
But it's hard to leave Houston just to go up the road to go to Texas.
to
You know.
stay in that recruiting
that
base.
recruit
I
area.
don't know. Jimbo is a name that gets thrown out there all the time for LSU, for Texas, for USC. He doesn't really fit USC.
But
He wouldn't work there. but-
Jimbo's LSU. That's
Jimbo,
it.
hey,
If he
you know
goes
what?
anywhere.
If Jimbo goes to LSU and Charlie Strong gets fired from Texas, I'll take Charlie Strong at Florida State.
Well, he was an ACC before.
Yep, I'll take
And
I'll
you
take
saw
Charlie Strong.
you got Teddy Bridgewater drafted high.
Yep.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't think Jimbo's leaving Florida Florida State.
For me, he'd be a fool to leave Florida State.
You got the perfect job in America.
Exactly.
I mean,
and you're going to compete for a national title every year because of the recruits and the conference you play in.
Right. And say what you want. The Miami-Florida State rivalry is getting ready to heat up. Not this year. Give
Next
it another
3
year.
full seasons, yes, sir.
Is going to be back.
Maybe
And
Jimbo knows Mark Rick's better than him. He wants to duck out early.
I just it'd be crazy. You succeeded one of the best coaches of all time. I'd be surprised.
The greatest.
One of the greatest. Yeah,
The greatest.
Yeah, that's an argument.
No, not for me. It's not.
No, I know.
I'll just keep saying it over and over.
Let's go into true or false.
All right.
You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
True or false?
All right, true or false? This is going to kind of go back to what we talked about a minute ago. If Auburn loses this week, Gus Malzahn will be fired.
Who they playing? That I don't know.
Not me
Yeah,
either.
I'm not too. Oh,
If I knew who he was playing.
Hey, hold on.
Oh,
hold
no,
on.
it's fine, boss.
No, I got it right
We
here.
all got the internet.
We got it right here. Hold on. I know we all got it, but I'm pulling it. I got it right here. Auburn, I had it earlier. They are on.
I'll just say false, man. I think they'll wait till
They're
the
playing
end of the
Mississippi
season.
State.
Okay, Mississippi on the road though. They're playing on the road at Mississippi State.
I think they'll wait till the end of the season if they're going to move Gus
Here's
Malzahn.
when Gus Malzahn's going to – it's false. If Gus Malzahn loses to Mississippi State, Arkansas, and then Ole Miss, yes, he will get fired.
He's got to win 1 or 2 of those games. If he wins 2 of those games, he's probably safe through next season.
Yeah.
Especially if they beat Mississippi State. Beat Ole Miss and beat Arkansas.
That game is on the road. Dude, if you lose to Mississippi State, he's done. I'm going to say true.
Because they still have to play Alabama. He beats Alabama.
I know, but if you lose,
keep your job.
You
Sorry.
lose to Mississippi State, who lost to who earlier this year? Mississippi State's pretty bad.
No, they're not good.
They should not lose to Mississippi
No,
State
actually,
this weekend.
no, they don't play Mississippi State. Oh, yeah, they do. That's right. That's last week. Dummy.
They just beat you.
Auburn plays. They're at Mississippi State, 12 o'clock, Davis Wade Stadium this week.
Mississippi State lost to LSU
Here we go.
and South Alabama.
That was who they lost. South Alabama.
South Alabama beat San Diego State over the weekend.
They did. South Alabama's got 2 big wins, but Mississippi State's 2-2. You lose this game, I think he's done.
I don't know. No, I say false.
Sorry. Matt Ryan and Julio Jones are the best quarterback wide receiver combo in the game today.
False.
As of today.
False.
It's false, man.
Who's
It's
better?
Big Ben and Antonio Brown.
Because Big Ben is definitely way better than Matt Ryan.
And I think Antonio Brown is just a little bit better than Julio Jones.
I'm going to say true, and here's why. I says as of today. And if you look at today, there's no 500-yard game against any other team. Big Ben got destroyed by the Eagles. You say what you want.
TDs last night.
He got destroyed by the Eagles, though. I'm just saying, as of
But
this
Atlanta
week,
lost to
the
Tampa.
question says, as of today.
And
I know they lost to Tampa, but they still put up points, and Matt Ryan put up points.
I would still take Antonio Brown and Big Ben.
Now, I didn't say who I wouldn't take down the road. I'm just saying, as of today.
Statistically, yeah, they
That's what
probably
I'm
they have
saying.
the best statistics, yes.
So
but
I would say, as of today,
If
that's
I-
who I'm going for them to.
after what I
That's all
saw
I'm saying,
last
true.
night from Big Ben and Antonio Brown in the first quarter, I'd take Antonio Brown and Big Ben.
Now, that's a win, but you got to take into effect the Eagles game where he was awful.
That was the worst
Their
game
team
Antonio Brown
was
ever
awful.
played.
But
Except for when Mike Vick was throwing it to
But
him.
the point is they played awful against the Eagles.
Yeah.
Matt Ryan's not had a bad game yet this season. So
All right, I mean, I give
that's
you
the
that.
question.
I mean, I got you.
The Rams are the best team in NFC right now. They're 3-1.
That's a big false.
NFC West?
They
maybe?
might be, yeah.
Who's better in NFC?
The Eagles.
Then,
The
in the
Cowboys.
NFC?
You got the
Vikings?
Eagles?
The Vikings.
The
You got
Vikings
the
are the
Cowboys?
best team in the NFC.
Vikings are the best.
When they beat New York tonight, they'll be 4-0.
You say the Vikings.
Vikings.
You say the Eagles.
You said who's better than
Who-
the Rams.
okay.
I'm giving you tons of teams that's better than the
okay,
Rams.
You said, I'm going to say
Minnesota's better.
Minnesota. I'll go.
Philadelphia's
Minnesota.
better.
I disagree,
Oh, I don't
Philly.
know about
I
that.
disagree, Philly, and I definitely disagree with Dallas.
You
And I
disagree
have a
with
jer-
Dallas?
Absolutely. Here's why: our defense is horrible. Our defense is horrible. Our offense will save us. Rams' defense, believe it or not, especially at defense line, is nasty.
Awesome.
Aaron
They gave
Donald
up
was
32 to
That's why I
to
picked them
Tampa.
to beat the
They gave up
Cardinals.
28 to San Francisco.
Listen, we gave up 17, and they should have scored more than that.
Carolina gave up like 30.
Yeah. I'm just saying, the Rams, I think, are the second best team. I'll say false. I'll say second best.
And Case Keenum is trash. Their offense is
No,
trash.
He's throwing touchdowns.
Threw 2 touchdowns, no picks last night.
Yeah, he's throwing touchdowns, no picks, man. I mean,
It is
you know,
false though because the Minnesota Vikings are the best team.
Vikings, I agree with you on that. Vikings are
The
better.
Arizona Cardinals are in disarray. Anybody can go beat Arizona right now.
Right now,
Carson
yeah.
Palmer went out the game too, so Drew Stanton is crap.
Don't forget, though,
Drew Stanton's won some games.
Seattle destroyed a Jets team yesterday. Next question.
Destroyed is a strong word.
Next question. The Jets should bench Ryan Fitzpatrick for Geno Smith.
False.
True.
False.
True.
Oh my
Absolutely
God.
true.
False.
True.
How many more interceptions does Ryan Fitzpatrick need to throw before you sit his ass down?
When do you sit him down?
Whenever Brandon Marshall stops backing him.
So you don't stand.
So you gonna listen to Mr. Bipolar?
Do you know who else Brandon Marshall back?
Jay Cutler.
Jay Cutler. That did him well.
Hey, when Jay Cutler
He
and
got
Brandon
him
Marshall
traded.
Hey, when they were in Denver, they were real good.
That was 1 year.
It was a good
That was
year.
1
was a good
year.
year.
It was a good year.
And
I had Brandon
guess
Marshall on my
what?
fantasy team
I know.
that year, too.
And guess where they went again? They went to Chicago.
And
Guess
you
what
see
happened
how
to
that worked
Chicago?
out.
He got traded to Jets.
He looked good for 1 year, and they traded him.
I'm going to say true because he should be benched now.
know
Ryan
what?
Fitzpatrick should be benched.
Anything got to be better than Ryan Fitzpatrick right now.
Okay, I'll say true. So when Geno comes in and looks like he doesn't know how to play football,
They can go put Bryce Petty in.
Bryce
No, they
Petty.
go back to Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Or who was the other quarterback?
Christian Hackenberger.
They're not putting
I-
They ain't gonna put him in.
I'm done with Ryan Fitzpatrick. I would put him fourth string, let him be the quarterback's coach, and you put in the other guys.
Ryan
In.
Fitzpatrick.
And you wonder why they didn't want to give you a long-term deal, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
It's been a rough schedule.
All right.
Because the last time you got money from Buffalo, you played like crap. You play like you're playing right now.
Yep. The last one, Chicago Bears will win more games than the Indianapolis Colts.
Ooh, both of them sitting at 1-3 right now, right?
You ready for this?
Yeah, absolutely.
True.
I was about to say the same damn thing.
True. The Colts suck, bro.
On
They're
both sides of
bad.
the ball, they are bad.
They got no line. Their weapons at wide receiver are jokes.
They don't have any.
They have-
and one's injured.
They have Dante Moncrief's not.
Yep.
He's hurt. Their defense. Somebody said this. A national sports guy said this, and so I'm not going to take credit for it. But Colin Cowherd said this. He said there is not one single starter on the Indianapolis Colts that would start for like 10 teams in the league, other than Vontae Davis. And even then, he was referring mainly to the Denver Broncos. There's not one starter on the Colts that could play for the Broncos. He said there's guys that wouldn't even make the Broncos defensive team.
And that
They're
again,
bad.
that falls on Mr. Irsay. That falls on the GM.
The second, obviously the best player on their team is Andrew Luck. The second best player on their team is Pat McAfee. Okay?
Frank Gore.
Frank
Gore had a good
Frank
game
Gore had a
yesterday.
hell of a game yesterday.
Now, I will,
Adam Vinatieri is their second best player.
I will tell you.
have you seen Pat McAfee? He can
No.
kick the hell,
He
he
can
can
punt
the hell
the
out the ball.
And he's a tough guy.
And he gets to do it way more than Adam Vinatieri gets to kick it.
He's probably a better safety. He's probably a better safety than the other guys they got.
Pat McAfee will come out and blow you up too if
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's a better safety than what they have.
Hey, not as good as that punter, not as good as that kicker from Penn State though.
No,
that
oh,
dude's
no.
the man.
Oh, big boy. Oh, yeah.
Three boy is good. I was gonna say true. I think the Bears they got a 100-yard rusher. When's the last time the Colts had one? Oh yeah, it was yesterday. Frank
than
Gore
that,
did get
it
100
was a
yards.
long time
Before
before.
that, it's been a while.
That's funny. People have been saying that forever. Well, when's the last time they had a 100-yard rusher? They can win if they had a 100-yard rusher. They had a 100-yard rusher. They
And they
lost to the
still
Jags.
allowed 38
And
points.
All I'm going to say, you guys complain about your offensive line. There's nothing worse than the Indianapolis Colts.
At least they got
Okay.
a good start
The
with a center.
Jaguars, the Jags have no pass rush.
And they were
got
getting that
6 sacks
Yeah,
yesterday.
the Jags
All right.
aren't great.
Their defense is not good, and they got 6 sacks against that. I mean, every time you saw Andrew Luck, 4 guys. There was one point where all the defensive linemen was in the backfield and all the linemen was up front. Nobody blocked anybody.
They don't like Andrew Luck because he got all that money guaranteed in the offseason. They don't like that.
Can we please go ahead and get rid of the GM?
Oh,
And
the
the coach.
GM.
They need to start from scratch.
No, I
Pagano
agree.
got to go.
They just need to cut that.
Pagano's got to go today.
Just like, I'm going to say this, just like Cam Newton, Andrew Luck is getting wasted in Indy because, they're getting killed behind these offensive lines. Hey, at least Dallas smarted up and got a good offensive line. It's time for Indy, Carolina, and these other franchises to spend some time on drafting linemen.
You seen what Dallas, Philly, and Tennessee have done, though, with their first-round picks, and they've had a bunch of them because they've been doo-doo stains.
But
take
you
them
can still
high-end offensive linemen.
instead of trading a 4th and 7th round draft pick to go get a punter. I get why you need to do it. But
Shoot, Andy
you
Reid's
need
been
to-
awesome.
No, he's been. But my point
Best
is,
player on the field yesterday.
I'm saying my point is, you're taking away picks that you could get linemen for a punter.
If we trying to roll with a 4th-round offensive lineman or a 7th-round
Well, hold
offensive
on.
lineman to start for us, we are in trouble.
No,
to begin with.
that's
not true.
That's not true
because
whatsoever.
I will say this about Carolina's offensive line. It ain't the whole line.
No.
It's left tackle and right tackle. The
But
guards in the center in
Yeah, Trey
Carolina
Turner,
are
Ryan
good.
Khalil, and
Listen,
the other guard are
Andrew
really good.
Norwell are
In the
good.
4th round, you can get a good quality player in the 4th round.
But
You
an
can.
offensive tackle, you got to get that guy in the first 2
Then
rounds.
getting them in the 1st round, have the picks for other
I
positions
mean, we
later.
do. We
is
have
my
Darrell
point.
Williams. We got him in the 2nd, but he looks like
and
a
he
bust.
plays like crap.
He needs time.
Right. But all
Joe Thomas.
No, you need to draft some good guys. I'm talking about you need to be some good linemen.
Tell
this
me
year.
Cleveland wouldn't take this deal. You trade Kelvin Benjamin for Joe Thomas and Joe Hayden.
They would take.
They would take
they
that
would take
deal.
Funches.
They would take future 2nd and 3rd round picks.
They would take
for Joe
Funches.
Thomas.
Trade Funches.
You trade Funches.
Trade-
yeah.
no, Cleveland is in total
I've got
rebuild.
Ted Ginn Jr.
No. I've got a better one for you. Trey Townsend Stewart. They'll take Johnson Stewart. They need a running back.
Oh, no,
Isaiah Crowell
Crowell's
been
killing
he
it.
been running the ball.
They'll take Johnson Stewart.
He been running the ball.
They would take trade Trey Boston, Shaq Thompson, and Kelvin Benjamin or Devin Funches for Joe Thomas and Joe Hayden.
Whatever y'all need to go do to give up, get a quality offense tackle. Y'all need to do that, man.
Do it.
All right, there you
Do
go.
it.
All right.
All right, well, that's it for today's show.
That is going to do it this week for the Rule of Three, the Breakdown Edition. As always, I'm your host. I'm Jeff.
I'm Big Shot trying to get my face on the TV here. Hey, guys.
And, of course, I'm Rocky. Don't forget, you can catch BSS Carolinas every Thursday at 3 p.m. This week, definitely.
3 o'clock
and
this
next week on the show, these two guys will be running
We'll
the
be in
show.
here ranting about
I'll be at the
weekend
game.
stuff.
I'll let you know how bad it is.
We'll call Rock on the phone and
We'll yell at him while he's at the Panthers
at the game.
That's fine.
All right. Good day.